What's the difference between a business that takes 6 to 12 months to launch ScreenSteps and a business that launches in less than 3 months? Well, the answer is quite simple, really. The one that launched in less than 3 months ran what we call a find and follow planning workshop. And in this video, I'm going to explain what a find and follow workshop is and why it's so critical when trying to successfully launch ScreenSteps in your organization. Hey, Jonathan here with ScreenSteps. And as you know, find and follow is a framework for improving knowledge transfer in your business. But before we can transfer knowledge, we first have to identify what knowledge needs to actually be transferred. And that's the purpose of the workshop, to align your training and operations teams and identify the specific guides you will need to create. At the end of your workshop, you will have a find and follow report. And this report will list the digital guides that will need to be created, along with a summary of the subtasks and variables that need to be accounted for, and the background knowledge that employees will need in order to use the guides successfully. This report is key to a successful launch of ScreenSteps because it will help you prioritize what needs to be done first. It helps you gain alignment between training and operations around what needs to be taught and what should go into a guide. And it helps you coordinate your content creation efforts. If you skip the workshop, you end up wasting a lot of time because you're not sure what to create. So you either continue to stall or you make a bunch of content that isn't very useful because your digital guides don't adequately address what employees actually need. So in a nutshell, without a workshop, implementation takes a long time. With a workshop, you launch much faster. So what does a typical workshop require of you and who should attend? So the workshop can be done in person or remotely and can last anywhere from 90 minutes to 3 hours and even include follow-up sessions as needed. Now you can run the workshop on your own or somebody from the ScreenSteps team can facilitate the workshop for you. Now in the workshop, you will want to have the following people present. Someone who is responsible for training new hires, someone who is responsible for answering employee questions, someone who is responsible for fixing employee mistakes, and ideally, someone who is experienced in the role you're creating the content for. A find and follow workshop is critical to your knowledge transfer strategy. Ultimately, you need to run this workshop in your business so that you can prevent making mistakes later on. So to learn more about the workshop, you can download the free find and follow worksheet below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.